Hello, it's about 9:35 a.m. and as you can see, I'm just starting off the day with my routine first meal, which is baked beans on toast. In a few minutes I'm going to transfer some footage, i.e. Tuesday's footage. And while that's taking place and I'm eating this, I'll be watching Gangs of London. I did mention it was hour and 40 something this first episode, and I was beginning to fall asleep, so I thought I'd stop and watch the rest now. When I looked at the time left, there was only 10 minutes, so I did. That's the way my brain works. You know, you get to the final hurdle and you think, no, stop. Is that enough? The site pulled up, but it was the blind that just moved a bit. Just rambling on that last bit. Don't worry if you didn't hear it. Right, so I'm going to put this down then and connect up the cables for the file transfer. I've just transferred all the files. I've also had breakfast. Yeah, just checking that all the plates and cups. And I've seen my last upload, or latest upload, Monday's vlog. Okay, I'm just checking that the files are in the right folders because there's footage today as well as yesterday. So I'm ready to edit now, but I'm actually watching some DaVinci Resolve tutorial videos. Just really chilling. I haven't seen the last 10 minutes of Gangs of London. But that opening episode was incredible. I've seen it before in London gangster films, that sort of setup, but this was very action packed, you know. I mean, I've only seen fight scenes like this not since maybe the Bourne movies. I mean, just stunts were incredible. And in some places they were quite graphic too. I don't want to go too graphic, so I've got a certain threshold for screen violence. But as long as I don't go too far. So what all the file transfers, I'm just going to switch off and let the laptop breathe for, I suppose, the best part of an hour, and then I'll be back on here to edit. Shut down. Time now, I just lost the time. I think it's 10:30. So that's it for now. Yeah, Code 404. It's comedy, but it's funny. There are some laugh loud laugh. There are some laugh out moments, but it's also a bit silly. It's almost, there's a danger of it becoming too silly, especially when you've got high caliber actors like Stephen Graham and Daniel Mays, and the actress's name, has he got a double-barreled first name? I think her surname is Brown. I can't remember. She's got all these faces that look like other actresses. In fact, was she in that recent film? Was it a Jane Austen film or Bronte film that came out a few months ago? It was quite comedic. She was a star of that. Emma, I think it's called Emma. Yeah, because in the trailer somebody says Emma. I think she played Emma. Right, laptop's off. So I'm going to go back to watching the DaVinci tutorial. It's 1:30 and I've finally sat down to edit. I was lost in the world of YouTube and naps. YouTube videos on DaVinci Resolve. Even through my naps I could hear the words. To do with audio. Attack, frequency, normalization. Then I had to sit up, and then I noticed one side of my hair was dead. I had to apply some gel, and that much left of gel, so I will have to join the queue at ESK, and even though the queue wasn't moving at all that last time, it was only a short queue really, about just over 10 people, but the queue wasn't moving. I just waited for 5 minutes. Didn't mention that last time, but this time I'm going to bring my headphones, listen to the radio and just wait in the queue. So I'm running low on hair gel. Empty. At some point, I'm going to start editing. just run out of pink grapefruit juice, so I think it's always best to top it up with water. Keep the hydration going. I just looked at the clock, funny enough, and it's 10 to 3 or 14:48. It's funny because I'm editing away, and in the video it says I do a time check, as I always do. It's become a habit now, and I say it's 14:20 or 14:40. I looked at the clock and it was 14:48, so I have these freak out moments sometimes. It's just coincidence, I don't believe in any of it. Every time, only one thing makes me cough, and that's a sip of water. Just been downstairs to check the mailbox or post box, or both. I've only got one though. Yep, what time is it? Around the 4:30 mark. In fact, it's right here, the clock. Oh! It's actually 5. Is that better? It's actually 5 p.m. and the export for Tuesday's vlog is underway. I'm so happy because now I get to throw the switch off the microwave oven and have chili con carne. I think I've got 1 can left. So tomorrow might be a visit to the supermarket. %complete. 5:15 it is now, and 1 hour 30 minutes remaining. And the toast, microwave oven, and the kettle. The kettle, the microwave oven, and the kettle have all stopped. They've finished doing what they're supposed to be doing. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I'm going to watch. Probably Gangs of London, as I'm 10 minutes away from the end of the first episode. I think I'm going to watch all the dramas one episode at a time, instead of binge watching them. So I've seen Project Blue Book, but I've got nothing else. There aren't any after that. I think it's the penultimate episode I just saw. I just want to know, what's today? Excuse me. So very dry there. Today's Thursday, isn't it? Or is it Wednesday? It's Wednesday. Yes, Wednesday. So I think the final one's tomorrow. Project Blue Book. What I was going to say was, I've seen the first episode of Code 404. Then I'm watching the first episode of Gangs. After that, I'm going to watch, there's a couple of Scandinavian ones. Is it Wistin and there's another. Do they both begin with W? It'll be on the home screen. Here we go. Oh yeah, plus the Mark Ruffalo was one. I know this much is true. So I'm going to, where is it in the Twin, that's the other one. Wistin was one Scandinavian, I believe. Norwegian is Wistin, and Twin is, I presume it's Scandinavian because the actors who I recognise from Game of Thrones. I think it's Eric with a K. Is that Norwegian as well? Anyway, so there's also another Sky One comedy. Also half an hour, like Code 404 and Sick Note before it. It's called Hitmen. And it's Sue Perkins and Mil. Lost my place in there. So there's those two. There's that one as well. So according to my recordings, after Gangs it's Wisting, then Hitmen, then Twin, and then it's back to Code 404, Gangs, and so on. So it's pretty good. Pretty good. Right, so without further ado, before this gets cold, I can't feel the heat, which I'm relieved about in a sense. Right, here we go. Right, I've watched Gangs of London, episode 1. Now I'm watching Wisting, which turns out to be the surname of the leading protagonist, who appears to be a police officer, somebody high up in the ranks. I don't know his position yet, probably a chief inspector, detective inspector. Yeah, just going to take this out to the kitchen now and come back with a pint of water. Sit back and watch this and find out how much time I've got left. Set the alarm and make sure I don't let it wait. I've got to do the thumbnail as well. I've got to do the thumbnail. I'll do it while it's up already. Right, pick this out. I forgot to mention that in Weston, well, I think she co-stars. I don't know if she's got a big part. I think might be a supporting part. We don't know yet, but Carrie-Anne Moss is in this as well, which was a surprise. I thought it was completely North European, like there's some sort of West. I don't know if it's a co-production with the BBC or an American company, but yeah, Australians. Carrie-Anne Moss, Australian. I think she was in. Wasn't she in something Jones on Netflix? Jones. Jennifer Jones? You know, the Marvel character? It must begin with J because Stanley likes to have his characters' names with the same initial. So somebody Jones. Jessica Jones, I think. Jessica Jones. Yeah, Carrie-Anne Moss was in that. She had a supporting part. Yeah, her name cropped up in the credits, in the opening credits just now. And I've set the alarm for 15 minutes, so by 6:45 it should be ready for upload. Cheers. The alarm just went off to say the export had finished, and it had. And I just played it back, and the sound is a bit strange. It's crackling, and also it's very slow. So I thought maybe if I restart the computer, it might help the computer a little bit. Did I do anything different with the export? I did, yeah. It took 1 hour 50, by the way, to export. And I was watching a video earlier on, I think I may have mentioned it, DaVinci tutorials. And one of them was on the best export settings. And the ones I used before were fine. They did the job. But I learned something new in this video. And that was you can use the YouTube setting, and then if you click left, it's like a hidden option, but it's not really hidden, it's just you need to scroll left to see it. And click custom, you can then modify the YouTube setting, which I didn't think you could. And I thought, oh, okay, that's why I do a shortcut and I get good results, so I'll do the same here. But I've just played back and it's cracking, but we'll see. Maybe maybe it's the CPU needs to be cleansed and optimized. which I did before I exported, funny enough. I was sensing a bit of a lag at the end of the edit, so I thought, yeah, this deserves a cleanup, which I did, but the export fell down as a result of the customization of a YouTube preset. I don't know yet. So I'm doing another cleanup, another optimization, another restart. Now play back the video, the MP4 file. If it's still crackling and it's slow, then I'll have to do another export using my tried and tested settings. To be honest, I thought it was a write-off, but it was just the CPU. It was you just needed a clean up and a reboot, and the MP4 file is it's good. Yeah, it's passable. Wow, I was determined. I was in my mind to delete it and just re-export it. I was just ready to do that, but wow. That is some good news. Now I have to wait 2 minutes for DaVinci to open so I can do the thumbnail.